EWMC is a group of members who have gathered together to help teach each other. We were founded back in 1974, and thank God, I didn't know then, I was one of the founding members, that it was going to grow into this type of organization.
Dedicated union members came to the 1974 International Convention in Kansas City, made a motion to get some recognition or a proposal to get some language into the Constitution about diversity.
We've got to empower people and prepare people for leadership positions. And so that's what the EWMC is trying to do, because too often people of color and women and LGBTQ folks do not get an opportunity to take on leadership responsibilities in their local union. They don't receive any training, very few.
The IBEW is the best union in the world, but there are some things that just need to happen that have not happened, to have voices heard that have not been heard.
The chapter here was formed in 2002.
The original group was very mixed. Racially, we had everybody, men and women. It was the concept and the idea that everybody had an opportunity and a chance to advance and be a better part of their union. And the idea of coming together to do that was very exciting.
At the time, I was still an apprentice, but I also understood where I wanted to go in the future, and if we had an organization that would allow us to do that, and I felt that the EWMC would give us the tools to learn how to navigate.
We have a diverse membership, and while the majority of our chapter members and leadership may be African American, we realize that's something that we need to work on. We're interested in seeing the chapter more diverse. Ideally, we'd like to see all members of IBEW represented in the EWMC.
I actually call it the core or the heart of IBEW. Their purpose is to promote and educate the minority workers into leadership positions on the local level and the international level.
We go out into our communities where we come from in South Los Angeles and help brothers and sisters get into the IBEW Local 11.
We have members from the community who are interested in joining our organization and looking for some assistance preparing for the entrance exam. We invite members from the community down to our training center. We provide them with a study guide for the entrance exam, and then we have members of our chapter, members of IBEW, who volunteer their time to come help them prepare for the exam.
We said, hey, what are the obstacles that are keeping people out? Well, the test is a hard test, so we started a tutoring program to help people pass the test. We bring them down to our facility. They see that the investment that we've made in training, they really feel like this is something that they can achieve.
I've had friends that have said to me, you guys need to lower your math standards. I said, do you want an arsonist or do you want an electrician? Because if you want an electrician, we can't lower our math standards.
Does it matter what order we do this essentially?
No.
No, because they're all the same sign?
We keep telling people, well, you know what, if you don't do well in school, you're going to end up going into the construction industry. That's not going to happen. Because if they don't have math skills, if they don't have computer skills, if they don't have a lot of cognitive skills that are going to help them get into the industry and help them be successful in that industry, they're not going to make it.
We don't say, well, if you're a minority. No, we say, come one, come all. And it has really been a strong building block for IBEW in every community.
We do a day of service. We reach out to our members and the community and say, who needs help? We can use our skills as craftsmen to go out there and give a few hours back to the community that supports us.
Today we're down at the LA Kitchen. This facility does some amazing work providing food for homeless throughout the LA area to give back a little bit to those that are a little less fortunate than us.
It's important for apprentices and new members of IBEW Local 11 to be here because they understand the values that we bring to the community, not just providing electrical services.
My son is Alton Wilkerson, and I am a very proud mother of him. He's an electrician, and he's done amazing with his life. He's a great husband, a great father, and he's a great son. He chose the right path in life, and I couldn't ask for a better son.
I brought my granddaughter and one of my grandsons. They're very good kids, and these type of events show them what we expect them to sort of understand that's important to do when they grow up.
We strung out lights. We moved a lot of material around over, and giving 2, 3 hours, 4 hours of your time it's worth it. It's worth it. it's a good deal.
We have projects where we're doing new construction, we're rewiring old locations, we're working in veteran halls. It is important to me as a brother to give back not only to my community, but to my fellow brothers and sisters.
Day of Pampering was a concept that was brought to us by Brother Big John Harriel. We invite women from the community to join us. They're served breakfast. We'll have some motivational speaker that will visit with the group. After that, they're loaded up in our vans and we transport them off to a spa where they receive a free massage. On the way out the door, we give them a nice swag bag with some real nice goodies in them.
They wanted to at least show their appreciation for how they feel for our contribution in participating in the military.
I gladly drove the van to transport the women to their pampering. The thing that I enjoyed the best was just chatting with the women there. We all became friends.
I was almost in tears. I'm not one to shed a tear in front of people, but I was pretty close to it. I was overwhelmed. It just felt like actually somebody cared about me.
Just being able to be here and to see the work that I'm doing and knowing that it matters. I've done something in my life to where I can give somebody something of value.
An integral part of empowering our members is how we give back. It's not only about the privilege that we have, but giving back.
It's been nothing but encouragement. It's people coming up to me telling me, hey Alex, you're doing a great job, bro, don't give up. Instead of feeling like you're not gonna make it or you're not good enough, you start having this confidence and this self-esteem that you didn't have before.
The leadership development that takes place in Renew is just that. We try to encourage and we try to promote leaders within the IBEW, leadership skills, leadership trainings. We send them to conferences internationally so that way they can take classes and that way they can learn more from other leaders.
It's an advanced training that we've been yearning for and people have been clamoring for some time. It focuses more on what is going on in the world today.
This year we hosted the first advanced module of the Breakthrough Leadership Training Institute. The training was led by labor and social activist Bill Fletcher. As part of that training, our members participated in structuring a campaign, whether it was for or against a particular cause, initiative, or elected official.
So what is our opponent's strengths and weaknesses?
Long-term thinking assessments, list where collect commitments, ID target voters.
Learning to run a campaign is very important because the campaigns help to be more strategic in our response to the battles that we're involved in today's world.
Nationally at EWMC, we have people that are respected across the civil rights movement. It's valuable for our members to have relationships with them and to gain the wisdom and experience that we have at the national level of EWMC.
Business Manager Marvin Kropke, in my mind, is one of the half dozen people in this whole entire nation that had the courage to move forward in his position when he did, back when it was not popular at all.
Let's be frank, the IBEW, the labor movement as a whole, we have to be reflective of the communities that we come from. We are trying damn hard in this local to do that. We are having some success, but we've got a long ways to go.
We also have a Toastmasters chapter within our EWMC chapter. It teaches them how to speak, how to do everything we need to do within like 3 minutes. At this point, that chapter just really needs to be revitalized.
But understand it's easy to be a member, but to be a brother or a sister, we got to do the work, and it's a lot of work that got to be done.
Day of service, door knocking, phone banking, precinct walking. We are involved in everything. Everything that we do in this union, the EWMC is involved in it.
And you know, personal development is a big part of this trade as well. It's not just learning how to wire things up or how to bend pipe, but how to give back to the community. It builds character as a man, builds character as a woman on what you could do in the name of your union.
The Minority Caucus is a safe environment to be mentored and learn. Maybe doing the budgeting, taking on a project, having to do outreach and structure the whole project. understanding timelines. These are all skills that, as they accumulate, make you a better leader.
At the end of the day, we're all here to get the market share of work, to make our union stronger, and to assist our family members, because we're all family here.
We have our fundraising event coming up. It's our casino night, and the funds from this event actually helps us put on our International Day of Service here in Local 11.
We want to thank you all for coming out tonight to our second annual EWC Casino Night fundraiser. We want to thank all of our sponsors, as you can see here, and various other sponsors who donated to our organization.
It was truly an honor to recognize Brother Alton Wilkerson for the work he's done here in the local galvanizing young workers. It was also fulfilling to recognize Brother Eric Brown for his leadership. He has served as a role model for myself. To see Eric rise into the leadership positions he has is truly inspirational.
So I want you to stand and help me congratulate Brother Eric.
But I love you guys.
We love you too.
It was a kind of a trying day. I lost my aunt. She was the closest to me. I'm the oldest of my generation. She was the youngest of hers. So it was more like a brother-sister relationship. So we buried her that day, and then they gave me that award. It was just a very high and a very low.
Progressive leadership is about inclusion, especially now. Inclusion of all folks creates power.
Local 11's always been a pioneer when it comes to being very progressive, and a lot of other locals look to us for mentorship as far as how to help them grow their EWC chapters in their locals.
As an electrical worker, you cannot build anything by yourself. You as a leader, you can't do anything by yourself. And in order for us to progress as a worker or as an organization, we need to come together.
It isn't just for a certain subset of the IBEW, so all Local 11 members are welcome locally in the chapter of EWMC, and that's true nationally.
Our members are members not only of color and not only of the LGBTQ community, not only women, but we have white males that are members of our organization as well. And that growth and that camaraderie that they see and feel and understand is what unions are supposed to be about.
If you want to be a leader in this local, or you just want to be involved, you get involved with EWMC. It doesn't matter what color you are, or where you used to be from, or what gang you were involved in, or what tattoos you have on you, because all you see is another brother from Local 11.
What I'm most proud of is the fact that I've seen individuals that were EWMC members go on to be leaders in our union.
We're all workers, we're all part of a family throughout the United States. And to engage in that and have national gatherings, to have those hard discussions, that's some of the proudest things that I feel that the Electrical Workers Minority Caucus has accomplished.
When you become a leader for your whole community.
I think if you leave a firm foundation, people can stand on it and they'll be able to reach higher. And I think that's what I'm most proud of, that I know the foundation I left was solid for them to stand on and take the chapter and the whole organization to higher levels.
What I would like to see our new president, Shamari Davis, do is take the ball and run with it. We're in a good spot right now. We have a healthy general fund. We are recognized locally and nationally as a premier chapter within the organization. I think the foundation has been set for the chapter leadership and membership to continue to be successful.